Blackburn Social Club, God Bless America, Talking Boots. And I don't know what I'm going to call this just yet. Somebody had asked me to do an update video on my Truman collection, all of them. I'm thinking I'm going to call this my problem with Trumans. And it's not what you think. My issue with Truman Boots is that I can't even do a full collection review because I couldn't carry them all out at once. I mean, I've got so many pair of Truman. This is half of them. There's 7 pair on the table. I can't even fit them into the screen, and I didn't bring them all. So my issue with Trumans is this, and I'm going to go into it in this video, so bear with me. Truman Boot Company, founded by Vince Romano in 2014 in Pennsylvania. Let me get my notes back. So founded in northeastern Pennsylvania by Vince. Vince was a self-taught over a few years how to make boots. Liked American footwear, wanted that traditional handcrafted thing. And I think anybody would say that he's been wildly successful at it. Now, a lot of people don't like his personality. A lot of people don't like his politics. I don't care about either. My issue with my recent issue with Truman has just been about a slipping of quality. And I think so. You can't have 14, 15 pair of something and not like them. I think the problem that you have with Truman is that you like them so much for all the things they do right that it's really disappointing when they start letting things slip like the QAQC. But let me get back to the point of the video. My issue with Truman Boots is that, one, they are typically the most value in a boot you can get. The most value in an American-made boot you can get. And I've said this before, when they do it well, they do it so well. Second issue is going to be the pricing. I mean, they are affordable. And before anybody says anything, yes, they're in that $400 price mark, but in terms of what you're getting, they're affordable. You're getting all leather, solid materials. I mean, again, we've talked about this ad nauseum. You know, there for a while you were getting 2 laces, you're getting milled speed hooks, you're getting, quality, production. I mean, they are typically a steal at that price range, and then especially if you get them secondhand. I mean, it's just hard to beat. The third issue that I have with Truman Boots, and again, I'll be going back across all these, the third issue is me. I mean, the third issue is me. I'm not denying it at all. When I first found Truman, I was so excited about them that I overdid it, and so I don't know if I can put that in as a fault of theirs. But when you stack on the fact that they're affordable, when you talk about the value that they bring, and then you put somebody that's new to the idea of heritage-made boots, it's easy to overdo it. And so they have something that they just have that because they make these boots available, and they don't have the wait times and the lead times that a lot of other boot makers have. Because they do that, you can actually just get on there and see something you like and order it, and then you've got it in a couple of weeks. So again, the problem with Truman, in my opinion, for me, that's sitting on 14 pairs, that you'll end up buying up so many that there's no way you're wearing them. You just can't. And so I go through all that. when you guys wanted to see, you want to see an update. So I'm gonna talk through these boots, but I'm gonna keep talking about my issue with Truman. And then, like I said, believe it or not, it's, I hate that they're having the QA/QC problems, because in all honesty, I think I would have been continuing to buy. I mean, there's been multiple times that I've put a pair of boots in my cart and then taken them back out, just because I thought, well, I don't want to be disappointed when I open them up and see that they're poorly sanded, or that something's wrong with them. So that's to me, that's a recent history thing. On the table right now, one of my first boots with Truman was this Stone Rambler, and it got me right out the gate. This is the 79 last. They call it the casual last now. It is. I mean, it's just a gorgeous boot with insane character. I mean, when you're looking at that, it's just crazy character in that Stone Rambler. And again, with my personality and my, you call it what you want to, but again, my mindset that if I like this, then I want one more, and I want one more, and I want one more. Truman let me do that, because they are, again, they're affordable and they're there. So then you try different colors. This one's the natural cypress. Again, the 79 last. The difference between the two, cap toe versus a plain toe. What do I think about natural cypress? I like it. I like the color. Again, this has got the kind of their commando sole. I like the color. It's a little stiff. It's a little stiff. Took me a little bit longer to break this in, but it is showing up well with age. So, there's pair number 2. Not in any order. These are the ones that I'm grabbing. Truman struck again when they change up their leathers, and they are affordable. I'm gonna keep saying the things that drags me to them, because you could jump on their website, and because you can use their loyalty program, and you can start getting these boots for $360 dollars or whatever price when they come out with that new leather, which they tend to do. It makes it easier to go, yeah, let me go ahead and grab that in that color. This is the tobacco snakebite. So this was one that I felt like I must have. And again, I'll get back to it. But once you're sitting in a boot closet like I've got, and you've got 3, 4, 5 pair of boots that all look almost identical, you start to realize that maybe I was being a little foolish. And maybe I was trying, to experience everything all at once, and I was a little too focused on one brand. So, but yeah, there's the tobacco snakebite. Same boot, just a different construction. The 79 casual last in the Upland. Now this one's the let me think. This is the olive waxed flesh. So I didn't clean these up. These are the heavy lug soles, olive waxed flesh, all eyelet construction. Just a stunning boot. Now, like I said, once you put these things on and you put pants down over them, it's hard to. Like I said, it's kind of hard to start making out the difference, which makes it feel redundant in your closet. But all of these are the 79 casual lasted boots, and again, far and away one of my favorites. This is real life. I just sneezed. Jumping over, one of my other favorite things. You think Truman has 3 flavors. They have casual lasted boots, they have the 20 last or the work lasted boots, and then they have a dress last. This is the 20 last, one of the old 20 last. So made different. Keep in mind, I didn't say anything about it before, but the 79 last is a D-width boot, and it's usually a fuller boot, a little bit of an almond toe, maybe less almond, a little bit more rounded toe, but the volume is all the way through this boot. So a lot of people complain that there's a little too much volume in the heel and in the waist, but in I'm trying to think of a ways to categorize this boot. I mean, it's like a fat kindergarten crayon all the way through. You know, doesn't stop it from being a sexy boot. It's just that's the way the last works. The 20 last, a little bit narrower in the body, in the waist and in the heel, but has a more room, more volume on that toe box. And then you get, you know, the sprung toe a little bit. In this case, the mock toe. This is the black rough out, black oiled rough out. And this was one of the first ones too that I got. I just loved, I mean, the character in that leather is insane. So, again, in contrast, I mean, you know, you start seeing it, that's 2 flavors of Truman's, and you can get every leather imaginable in each of their lasts most of the time. Then then you get into their dress last, and now this is the olive waxed flesh, cap toe, in a smoother sole. So this is their dressy one. You can see why you'd call it that. More of an almond toe, a little bit longer boot, much narrower in the waist and in the heel. This one kind of goes. Again, this one goes into a boardroom or a dressier setting a lot easier, but it's no less rugged. So it's just as well built. And back in the day, and I hate to keep saying it or over simplifying Truman's efforts, but back in the day, I've got 14 pair that I did not find fault in. Did not find fault in. Every stitch is right. Everything, it looks great. And then it wasn't until recently that I started seeing, and I've had 3 recently that I've opened the box and just been totally disappointed. So I will say that older Truman is probably better Truman. But again, this is just such an attractive boot. And when you can get something like this that in my mind swings with the looks of a White's CMP or even some of the Vibergs, when you can get that for 50 cents on the dollar, I mean, it's a hell of a boot. Last boot, it's another dress last boot. Again, kind of same makeup, but just showing you a different leather in it. This is the Sesame Double Shot. If you'll remember, this is the boot that I had to do a little stretching on to get that instep a little bit more comfortable, but it's starting to break in too. And I love the lighter tans in their boots. So again, you guys had asked, or one of you guys had asked for a update on Truman, and I thought I'd take a spin at doing something different. Now, to pour on to the fault that I have in this is that if I had it to do all over again, if I were new to boots, and if I had this to do all over again, I would approach Truman Boots this way. I would pick one of each last, and I would really study which one of those leathers that they offer, which one of those soles, which one of those builds that they offer, and I would probably have 3 boots that were Truman Boots. And I think I would do that because just because something is affordable doesn't mean that you need all of them, because what you'll look at, you go into my room, is now I struggle to make room for Vibergs and for John Lofgrens and for Westcos or Whites. I mean, when you start looking at you got the more expensive stuff, and I want to make room because I still want to experience, or maybe I want to experience some of those independent makers, the other Chinese brand boots, or the Indonesian boots, or the Mexican boots, or whatever other makers that are out there. I want to experience them, but I've got 15 pair of different varieties of Truman. So again, that's not really their fault, but I'd like to blame them for making something so well, so affordable, and so available. So if there was a short to pull out of this video, it is that my problem with Truman Boots is that they really are a quality boot. They're affordable, and they're available, and they're American made. So to me, they definitely check all the boxes. And I still see some of you guys. Even though I've made videos critiquing Truman quality of late, some of you guys will jump in the comments and say, I'm getting ready to order. I'm going to say the same thing to you today that I would say to anybody asking me about a Truman boot. I wish you the best of luck, because when you get a good one, I mean, they are insane, and you will be tickled. You'll be happy with them. So the only thing I'm giving, you know, for any new boot people out there, if my opinion means anything, which it probably should not, I'm just a normal dude that's got a boot fetish and a few extra bucks. If my opinion means anything, just slow down, because don't over purchase something good. Just wait, because what I'm noticing is that no matter what channel I turn on, no matter whose video I'm looking at, somebody is opening something that I want next. And so, yeah, I mean, that's, in short, that's my problem. I hope this video was coherent. It probably wasn't, because I was, I should probably start writing better notes about this, but I swear I made a promise to myself that this channel will be as informal and genuine or authentic as possible, and this is authentically me. So you guys be blessed. We will talk soon. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is my critique of Truman fair? Talk soon.